It's truly amazing what you can do with a white room and a black permanent marker. And if you happen to sell food and dessert that the local press is talking about, even better. But is this a cool new dining concept or just a fad? Today, we'll find out. It's Keith Goes to a Hand-Drawn 2D Cafe. Today, on Wrangle's Angle. Alright, so today, we're going to a restaurant where for me, it's not exactly the food that they serve that gets my attention, but more so the space they serve it in. Don't leave yet! The fried chicken, donuts, and drinks are said to be really good here too. Yeah, now I got your attention. That's right, because today we are going to a 2D cafe, where it's not just the drawings on the wall, but the whole place just looks like you're walking into some hand-drawn coloring book. Like a lot of great things, the idea originated in Asia, so South Korea to be exact, although a lot of people mistakenly think that the idea originated in Tokyo, Japan, because that's where the concept became the most popular. But it looks like the idea has gone international, because you can now eat in 2D cafes in Europe, the Middle East, Latin America, and beyond. Which means yes, eventually we got them here in the United States. And yes, we finally got one here in Illinois. So get ready, because today we are going to Chicago's first 2D cafe, the 2D restaurant. Let's go! Today, we're going to the 2D restaurant in the Lakeview neighborhood of Chicago, Illinois. It's set to be the first and only 2D cafe in Chicago and the entire Midwest, serving Taiwanese fried chicken, Thai boba, and Japanese mochi donuts. But first, we had to drive there. But not without my worthy video sidekick.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Good.
Yeah. All right, this is Joe right here. You might remember him from the vintage clothing episode, and of course, the very good Jollibee episode. Today, we're actually going to a 2D cafe.
What the hell is that?
Right? Right?
All right.
Yeah, right. Look at that, right?
What about the food?
It's a 2D cafe. Who do you care what the food is like? It's a 2D cafe. Big in Asia. Let me show you the pictures of the food. Right?
All right. Yeah.
Right?
Looks decent.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to a 2D cafe, right?
All right, I'm down. Let's go.
Let's go.
I took the wheel while I let Joe take the camera. So he took some interesting artistic liberties there. But before you know it, we made it to a shady back alley near the restaurant. How come? That's where Keith reserved his parking space online, of course. Let's listen in.
Why'd you pick this crack alley?
Good. It's not a crack alley.
I mean, it looks like you might find crack here.
Yeah, you're not going to find it here.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't even know where to look for it.
Exactly. That's you don't know what a crack alley looks like.
It was a $5 parking space.
That sounds like a crack alley to me.
Well, those crack, whoever is helping us because it's cheap.
Exactly.
The $5 parking space even included a little walk to the place. But we finally made it to the destination of our quest. The 2D restaurant. But of course, this is a video after all, and Joe and I are starring in it.
Make it look like you're looking at the menu. Put your hands up and like, whatever will I order?
No, I'm not doing that.
You better do it.
You can do it. I'll film you.
Okay.
Must be filming you.
So many options. Whatever will I order?
Oh, Keith. Well, we walked inside, and were surprised by how tiny the place was. In fact, you could even see the kitchen just right there. But nonetheless, it was a place filled with a lot of character. Notice all the drawings on the wall, including landmarks like the Louvre, Notre Dame Cathedral, and even the Gates of Hell. Halloween was just a week or two ago, so that's probably why. But to balance it out, here's the famous painting of the creation of Adam by Michelangelo. But let's go ahead and sit down. The menus were nice, and even had a little comic on them telling the story of the two owners, a husband and wife team. He's the chef, and she's an artist. In fact, it looks like she drew the place up. In fact, if you take a look, you'll see the majority of the art in here is hand-drawn. Joe is still deciding what he wants, and getting camera shy in the process. But he knows what you came for. Yes, sir. Yours truly. Moi. Of course, they started us off with their interesting drink selection. You'll see the yellow one, which is mine, is the Mango Jasmine Green Tea. And Joe's, the purplish one, is the Lemon Blossom Fizz. And both of them were delicious and refreshing. But now, it's time to start off with some potato croquettes. These are fried mashed potato nuggets with Japanese barbecue sauce and mayo sauce. And honestly, they were delicious, with a nice little crisp on them. I think Joe could agree with that too. You'll see that our main entrees came out too. Joe ordered the 2D Garden Sandwich with their Taiwanese fried chicken and vegetables, and of course a side of fries. While I ordered the Spicy Rooster Sandwich with its Taiwanese fried chicken, all the trimmings, along with some habanero hot sauce. Let's take a look at Joe's first. Do you see him complaining? Nope. In fact, he seemed to really like it. As for Keith's, the spice was just to his liking, and he found the chicken very flavorful too. Sounds like they're both wins to me. The chicken is said to be some of the best in Chicago, with a blend of herbs and spices, marinated to then double fried. Honestly, the chicken lived up to the hype. We had no trouble finishing our sandwiches and fries, because like I said, they lived up to the hype. Joe was already full, so he started playing with picture filters on his phone. Yeah, no. As for Keith, he was ready to order dessert, but before that, let's take another look around the restaurant. Here's a small selection of merch they sell, and on their patio, here's a van and an old payphone. Both of them with the same hand-drawn doodles on them. And of course, here's Joe. Joe was wearing this really cool Grateful Dead shirt, by the way. It also mentions Lithuania on it, too. Did you know that Keith is actually part Lithuanian? Yes, sir. But he's not a Grateful Dead fan, though. He did like that one song, though. Oh, and here's Keith being a goofus on a motorcycle. Doesn't seem like Keith really knows what you're supposed to do on a motorcycle, though. But now, it's time for Keith's coconut Wiggle Wiggle Pudding Cat. I know this one is definitely Instagram worthy. And he ordered some ube hot chocolate too. As for the cat, it was delicious. Keith was laughing because Joe was saying some really goofy stuff. The hot cocoa was really good too, though Keith didn't really taste the ube that he was so excited to try. So that's why he bought an ube mochi donut. And there's the taste. Keith found the taste to be hard to explain, but the menu says ube is a Filipino sweet potato with a hint of vanilla, which already sounds like a win to me. He bought 2 more donuts cause they're 3 for $10. And who's Keith to turn out a good deal? Joe is boring and decided to save his donuts for later. Come on, Joe. But before you know it, it was time to head back to the sketchy alley to regroup. Let's take a look.
Hold on, Joe. I want to get a shot of my alley.
Okay, we're gonna start talking. He's telling me how to make my own video. So what did you think of the place?
Pretty good. Cool vibe.
It was the food, definitely the food, right?
Definitely food. The vibe was cool.
It looked like a decent amount of people knew about the place. They were.
Yeah,
It was kind of tiny though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty tiny, but
Can you imagine what they would do like in a even bigger place?
they need more stuff on the menu, I feel like.
Yeah, probably. But I'd definitely like to see them with an even bigger canvas.
Yeah.
How did you like your chicken sandwich?
Pretty good.
That was a really good chicken sandwich.
Solid like 7.5, 8, I would say, for sure.
So we're gonna do the final results in just a little bit, and once again, this is the part where I tell them if they're enjoying the video and to like buy the T-shirt and all that good stuff.
You know, I'd like to think that success is the writing on the wall for the 2D restaurant, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. If you're enjoying the video so far, just remember, Wrangle Zangle is sponsored by you, so consider leaving me a cash donation today so I can keep making more episodes. Or you could just hit subscribe. Or, if you prefer something tangible, remember, we got Wrangle Zangle t-shirts, and in just a few moments, I'll tell you where to get one. But in the meantime, we're gonna let Keith and Joe drive back to the suburbs. But let's take a look at those results. Honestly, I found the 2D restaurant to be delicious. Yeah, it really lived up to the hype. They definitely serve one of the better chicken sandwiches I've had in my life, as the chicken was flavorful and juicy. The drinks were pretty good too, but I'd probably be more likely to order a Coke or a Pepsi, which I honestly don't even think they serve here. The fries and potato croquettes were great too, and definitely went well with our food, as they were both flavorful and crispy. And honestly, you'd probably be silly not to order dessert with your meal here, or at least a mochi donut. The art was great too, and the place had some great vibes. Very Instagram worthy. So much so that I'd love to see what they can do with an even bigger location. I definitely recommend the 2D restaurant and 2D cafes in general. And that is the Wrangle's Angle on that one. You know, I'm sure at least a few of us have drawn or scribbled on the wall at some point when we were kids. So hey, maybe it's just a matter of meeting someone that knows how to cook and opening up a restaurant, or vice versa. And together, we can oversaturate the market with even more 2D cafes. So that way, everybody in the world can enjoy this wonderful concept. And that is the Wrangle's Angle on that one. If you enjoyed this episode, you'll love all 12 episodes I uploaded on my channel earlier this year. Remember, this year we made it a point to venture out and do more on-location episodes. And I see that it's really made a difference with all of you. So don't forget, we got more videos for you to watch on YouTube and Facebook. Remember, either way, it's .com/WranglesAngle. And when you're there, don't forget to hit subscribe, because we got more videos for you on the way, including food videos, because everybody just loves it when I talk about food. And also remember that we got Wrangle's Angle t-shirts. That's right, Ko-fi.com/WranglesAngle is the official place to get official Wrangle's Angle merchandise, like the official Wrangle's Angle t-shirt. And when you're there, don't forget, Wrangle's Angle is sponsored by you, so consider leaving me a cash donation today so I can keep making more episodes. Because Wrangle's Angle's free, and I like it that way. Remember that your purchases and donations help me to make more of the content that you love. So consider leaving me a one-time or monthly donation today. And yes, monthly donations can be canceled at any time. It's all waiting for you at Ko-fi.com/WranglesAngle. That's ko-fi.com/WranglesAngle. And if you prefer, we're also on Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. All you need is the username at the bottom of the screen below. And don't forget, in 2025, I definitely want to make some more merch options for all of you. So stay tuned. But before we go, before you watch more of my videos, you know, 2024 was the year of a lot of growth for us here at Wrangle's Angle. So I'd like to give a big special thank you to all of you who followed me throughout the year and watched my videos. And here's to getting even more people to watch my angle in 2025. But before we go, I really liked that 2D restaurant concept. So let's see what happens when I try to utilize the concept in my bedroom. Yeah, because why not? We'll see you next year, everybody. Take it easy. There we go. Oh, hi. As you can see, this is a piece of poster board on my closet. We're here in my bedroom, because basically we're trying to make this into a 2D bedroom. We got more poster board. We'll figure out the food later, but honestly, I think I'm getting the hang of it. What are you doing?
Can I borrow your laptop?
What? You messed up my door!
I didn't know.
You messed up my door! Totally uneven stroke.
No.
You goofy woman, get over here! Get over here! Get over here! What are you doing? What are you doing? You're running! Totally uneven stroke. You know, it didn't really look that bad when you really think about it. If anything, we should probably be blaming this cheap marker more than anything.
Oh, you're being so dramatic.
Oh, you. We'll see you next year, everybody. Take it easy.
Been disqualified.